Okay, a really quick video just to show, using this prototype, how we can basically bridge the gap about explaining how the different refrigeration units are used on site. As you can see, we have a couple of benches here which would be the same as the ones in the workshop. We can show how the gas travels around the unit and the different temperatures of the unit as we go around checking each of the pipes. But that still leaves a gap about how the unit actually works on site. Now, when this is used in a cold room, it has a lot of airflow involved with the temperatures. It's necessary for the students to understand how that works. So we have a little demonstration room set up here with a unit the same as the ones on the bench, only the evaporator is now up in the cold room itself. So if I go back to, say, the setup mode, the evaporator is actually underneath the bench, just for so it's handier because it's in the way when it's up on top. And on the goal, the evaporator is actually up on top, and we can see the way the gas moves around there, but we don't actually know how it works. I mean, it's basically pointless that it's going to be cooling down the air around here, but it's not really doing anything. So this is an example of how a cold room would work. We have the airflow going onto the evaporator and the airflow coming off the evaporator. Now, as you can see in the goal room, or in the goal camera, we can see the way the gas comes into the pipe cold at a -5, and it then loses temperature as it travels around the pipe, as the evaporator blows air off it and sucks air into it. So it blows out the cold air and sucks in slightly warmer air. But the only way you could have known this is by looking in the room, and we can check the temperature of the gas going off the evaporator that's getting blown off it, and then the gas going onto it is 1 degrees, which is the same as the pipes. And we can also see this by looking at our thermometers here. This one's inside the room and this one's outside of the room. Now this is a lot similar to say a cold room using the butchers or some sort of cold meat storage, where the evaporator has to be left inside the cold room to produce the air, and the rest of the units have to be left outside. Now you can see the hot air, the room air, getting sucked onto the condenser and getting blown off into the outside of the vent. Now that's hot air. Well, it's warmer than the room temperature. And as we can check on the goal, we can actually check the temperature here. It's 20 degrees coming off. Now if that was blown into the cold room, it would defeat the purpose of having it altogether. So if we look at our pipes here going into the condenser, we'll just check this temperature here. This will be a pretty high temperature. It comes out of the compressor and loses heat as it goes through the condenser and turns into a liquid, and that can be explained, and it can be the correct terminology can be used to explain it as well. Excuse my layman knowledge. But the only way we could show how the air actually moves and how the room would look in an actual cold room is by using a demonstration video or using a demonstration game like this. Now, as I showed you in a few of the other tutorials, other demonstrations, that the actual pupils in the room with us will be able to control the camera. We'll be able to control their camera, so we can show you exactly what's going on in real time. You can stop me and start me anytime you want, so I can explain things a little bit better. And I'm just saying me, as in a teacher will be teaching using this product. Anyway, thanks very much.